Well, hello, church. We're filming this video here today on Election Day. Now, when you're seeing this, we probably won't know the outcome of the results. Some are concerned in this election that if the wrong candidate wins, that religious liberties will just be gone or be headed that way. Some say, that's no big deal. That's not going to happen. That's crazy. Others see it as a real possibility. And I don't think we should push it aside. Jesus warned us that by following him, by identifying with him, that we could be hated or would be hated because he was hated. So regardless of the outcome of the election, in the end, it doesn't matter as much as God's kingdom. But we need to be ready for when those days would come. And I want to ask, with your kids, your grandkids, the young people in your life, are you helping them to get ready for that they could be hated for Christ's sake? Or is Jesus just some sort of add-on to life? Now, I've got this paper here. It's an 11 by 17. And it gives us a representation of a week. How many hours are in a week? A week has 168 hours. The average kid spends about an hour in some sort of children's or youth programming at church. Now, if you look really closely, you can see what 1 out of 168 would be. Okay? That's 0.6%. Now, some kids spend a little bit more, some kids spend a little bit less, but that little strip represents that's how much out of a week they get. That's not a lot of time to make an influence. But that other time they have with you. And so are you presenting Christ to them in a way of what you say, what you do, what you value, what you celebrate in your home, and in the other messages they're getting from the world around them? Are those messages helping to prepare them to be reviled with Christ if necessary? I'm going to share something from 2 Corinthians chapter 4 here with you that I pray often. I pray it for myself and my family. I pray it for the kids and the youth in our church and for you as parents and those influencing them, because this is what we need. So in 2 Corinthians 4, the Apostle Paul says, "The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they can't see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ." And then down in verse 6, he says, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' made his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of God's glory that's displayed in the face of Christ." We need God to shine in our hearts. That's what it took for us to see him for who he was, to see Christ. And that's what it's going to take in the lives of the next generations, to see him for who he is. Because when we see him for who he is, his glory and his beauty, even if it means we're going to be reviled, we'll want to be with him and to identify with him, and he will sustain us. But ask yourself, is that what's happening in your home? Or is Jesus just sort of an add-on to the other things of this life? I hope that's an encouragement and a challenge to you this week as you seek to see Christ, to obey him, and to help those who come behind you do the same thing. Have a good week in the Lord.